Afternoon, YouTube. So I think I found my next vehicle. I searched low and high, and I think I found it. I think it's in Orlando, Florida, and I've been in contact with the dealership that's selling it to try to make a deal. I'm waiting to hear back from them as far as giving me an all-in exclusive or all-in price out the door. Long story short, I've been looking, and I want an F-150, a 2011 or newer, and I pared it down to two. There was a 2015 Crew Cab F-150 FX4 in New Jersey, and it was a relatively good bargain. It was at 50,000 miles and panoramic sunroof, heated seats, touchscreen nav. It was pretty much loaded without being a Lariat, and they were asking $29.99, and I'll be honest with you, that was probably more than I wanted to spend, but it was a relatively good value considering it was a new body style aluminum truck. But I sort of talked myself out of it. It's a little bit more than I wanted to spend. On top of that, it was a Canadian truck, and this has become a sort of an epidemic. The Canadian dollar is weak against the American dollar, so there's a lot of wholesalers who are traveling to Canada and buying up F-150s. I don't know if it parlays into other vehicles. I don't know if it's a Mustang problem and a Chevy Malibu problem. But it's a big problem with the F-150s. Because they can buy a $30,000 truck up there for $20,000 or whatever, and bring it down here and mark it back up to 30. So, the Canadian trucks, I've read a lot of things about them. You could be okay. I've heard that if it's from Western Canada, it could be a complete rust bucket. Even after 1 or 2 years of use. If it's from Eastern Canada, it could be fine. I've also heard people buying them and they were used in the Alberta oil fields and beat all to crap. And I just decided that's a chance I really don't want to take. And one thing, here's the interesting fact: if you're looking at F-150s, 2011 and newer, one dead giveaway that it's a Canadian truck, besides the origin sticker inside the door. If it's American, it'll have a DOT sticker. If it is Canadian, it'll have the Canadian Maple Leaf sticker. But if you don't see that in the pictures, a dead giveaway of a Canadian truck is the Canadian trucks have white face gauges. I don't know if that is a Canadian federal regulation or if it's just something that is done up there on the F-150s, but Canadian trucks have white face gauges, and this all the way from an XL all the way up to a Raptor will have white face gauges. But that being said, I found a Raptor in Tennessee. It was like a 2014 Raptor. They wanted like 28 for it. Had 60,000 miles, 50,000 miles on it. Canadian truck. Once again, hesitant because it's a Canadian truck. And also it's more than I wanted to spend. And then I found a FX4, 2011 FX4 black crew cab, short bed, EcoBoost in Newport News, Virginia, which is about a 4-hour drive from where I'm at in North Carolina. And I was really considering that truck. It's got 115,000 miles, which is a little bit more than I wanted, but it was a really nice truck. They had it priced at $20,000, $20,600, I believe. Relatively good value. But I've also noticed that the prices on these trucks have been dropping here. And I don't know if like summertime's a good time to buy a truck or not, but we're rolling into fall, and for some reason the value of these trucks have been falling. So I decided to, before I made a commitment to the truck in Newport News, to go through it and just look at my options again. And sure enough, one of the trucks that I had viewed had dropped in price by about $2,000. And I'm not going to give anything away, but this truck is exactly what I want through and through. It's got the right amount of mileage, it's the right amount of money, all the right equipment, the right color. It's perfect. So hopefully come this Friday, I will be traveling to a southern location, and I'll make a video about that. My plan is to Uber from my house to the Charlotte airport, which is about an hour drive. Catch a flight to this location. Hopefully buy the truck and drive it home. So I'll definitely be making videos on that. I'll make a video about the truck when I get there, and we'll see how that plays out. So anyway, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. And thanks for commenting, guys. A couple of you guys have commented lately. I had a commenter on one of my other videos that said hi from, I believe, Switzerland or Norway. And I don't mean to, you know, I know those aren't the same country or anything, but it was definitely definitely one of the two. But you know, so it's awesome to know that this little crazy video that I'm making is going to reach people all across the world. But anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if this is the first time you're seeing me, and I'll make another video on Friday. Thanks.